Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today we are looking at latest update on AIOZ network. As you can see here, it has been going down, and as of now it's I think down from its all-time high, which was around $1.06, and it's down around 60%. As you can see, around 57%. So that is a big, I think, downfall or decline in the price. So I thought I should cover it, and it seems like it may give us a pretty good entry. I think if the BTC does go down, I think we'll most likely have a pretty good entry. Anyways, I will look at the price section later or at the end. So first of all, what is AIOZ network? First of all, it is in the AI category as well as smart contract platform. So it is a layer 1 as well as storage, and they are also into depin, that is decentralized physical infrastructure. And beside that, they also have video streaming, and video streaming is becoming big. So as of now, their stream platform is not live. As you can see, they do have their storage live as of now, so that's pretty good. And beside that, their AI model is also live, as you can see, so that's pretty good. Users can actually train AI models, store database, build dApps, monetize, and contribute to the future of AI. So that's pretty good, I think. Beside that, they do have, I think, a pretty good overall ecosystem depending on their products. If you just look here, so they are depin for Web3, that includes AI, storage, and streaming. So AI is a major, I think, category, and which will in the future end up becoming one of the biggest one, I think. After that, we have storage. So I think data always requires a storage, so they have going them for them as well. And after that, we have streaming. And if you just look at YouTube and other streaming platforms, they are becoming big, and one of the main source of content consumption is video. So they will be going into Web3 video streaming as well in the future, so that's pretty good, I think. Beside that, they do have their staking as well. You can actually stake their tokens, so that's pretty good, as you can see here. So how it works? So they have their AIOZ blockchain. It empowers Web3 developers with one-click integration of dApps and support for popular smart contract languages across Ethereum and Cosmos ecosystem, so that's pretty good. They also have nodes as well. A global community of AIOZ nodes supports the AIOZ DCDN with thousands of individuals utilizing spare computing resources to power Web3 AI and media delivery. So I think this is for their storage solution. And after that, they do have content delivery network, so powers AI computation. So that's pretty good, I think, as you can see here. So beside that, the big thing they have going on is their roadmap. As you can see, their Q2 was not that, I think, enticing, so that may be the reason why the price has gone down. But if you look at their Q3 2024, they have AIOZ Web3 stream infra coming up. They also have AI marketplace planned, and the biggest thing which I think will most likely increase the demand for AIOZ token is that they will be actually deploying their token standard. So that means we will most likely see a lot of AIOZ ZRC tokens like ERC20. So I think that is going to be pretty interesting. So we'll most likely see many NFTs and other DeFi ecosystem growing on AIOZ blockchain, and I think that is going to be pretty big for AIOZ coin, and I think that will be one of the reasons why AIOZ may have even more demand in the future. Anyways, for their Q4, they have something called AI training with decentralized federated learning and spaces for AI building AI dApp. So they do have a lot of going on, so, and I think especially their Q3 is filled with the biggest update. So I think that is going to be pretty interesting if they are able to deliver that. So I think that is pretty good for them. Okay, so now let's look at their blockchain and see what is happening with that. So as you can see here, this is their blockchain explorer. As you can see, they have over 178k nodes, so out of which 65k are in North America and 48k in Europe, and we also have 39k in Asia, and 15k are unknown and 9k are others as well, as you can. So that's pretty good. And beside that, if you just look here, they have different they do have burn section. So we did have 9.58 AIOZ token burn, so I don't think that actually impacts it, but we will discuss their burn mechanism in the tokenomics section later. After that, if you just look at their accounts, as you can see here, so these are their accounts and different bonded pools and so on. So if you are interested in staking their token, you can actually stake directly here and delegate your token. And as you can see here, I think they do have inflation of 5 to 6%, though APY should be pretty good. Anyways, as you can see here, as of now we have around 377 million AIOZ token staked out of I think 1.1 billion. So that's pretty good. So out of these 1.1 billion tokens, as you can see here, 567 million are on AIOZ network, and out of which we have 432 million on ERC20, and we have I think 102 million on the BIP20. So I think if we just look here, and if we just go to the Etherscan, this is just going to be a quick check on where it actually most of the supply is going. Just a second, I think most of it will be probably on the exchanges, so just a second. So yeah, so most of the supply is on the exchanges, so that's pretty good. So anyways, now let's look at the latest update and see what is happening with this network. So the first update, which was a pretty good one, was that they actually the AI research paper was expected and published on CVPR 2024, and I think it's some kind of conference for AI, so that was pretty good. After that, they do have something called AIOZ blockchain, the perfect solution for building AI apps. So I think that has to do mostly with the storage solution, and which may be one of the reasons why they are one of the AI apps builder. After that, we do have how it stands from traditional private compute solutions. So the both of them are just articles from their team, I think, to actually give exposure to AIOZ blockchain. After that, the biggest one was this one. So AIOZ token did get listed on Bitfinex, so that's pretty good. And AIOZ perpetual contract went live on Bybit, so that was pretty good, I think. And we have AIOZ W success stories, nothing much to discuss, nothing much to discuss here as well. So peer reviewed AI research publication, so that's pretty good. I think they have a pretty good papers as well, as you can see here. After that, we did have a monthly summary on what actually happened in the AIOZ network. So let's just have a look and what happened. So okay, another big thing was that AIOZ went live on BitHub. So BitHub is one of the biggest, I think, Korean exchange, so that was pretty good, I think. And after that, just so AIOZ became the first depin company listed on Nvidia's accelerated application catalog, so that was a pretty big one for them as well. Beside that, let's see what is it we don't have. I don't think we have. Okay, so a big thank you to the companies that they have collaborated in a May. As you can see, we have Nakamoto game, even that is a pretty I think their coin is called Naka, so that's a pretty big one. Beside that, we don't have anything going on. Still, they had a pretty good updates, and I think the network is growing, and they did actually get listed on Nvidia's accelerated application catalog, so I think that's pretty good for them as well. Let's see if we have anything that we missed. Just a second. So if you just look here, their team is pretty active when it comes to okay, so they did join Google startup program, so that's pretty good. I think that was back in December, as you can see. So they do actually regularly do release updates, so that's I think pretty good for this coin, and I think that most of the coin do miss this one. So anyways, now let's move to the most important section, which should be tokenomics. So as you may already know that AIOZ token does not have any max supply, as you can see here. So this coin has an unlimited supply like Ethereum, like Solana and others. So First of all, the token is actually used for gas fees, including staking for security, rewarding node managers, and for the transaction fees as well. So I think the coin will be required when they do deploy their AIOZ 20, I think, standard as well. So that's pretty good. Anyways, so as of now, the inflation is around 7%, which is a lot, I think, but they actually are planning to bring it to the 5%. So I think that should be same as NIA or something like that. And out of 50% of the inflation does go to the validators and delegators, and the rest goes to the treasury. So that's pretty good. So as you can see here, with 4 large infrastructure pillars in development, treasury tokens will be used in part to incentivize growth, adoption, and expansion of our products. So this means that most of the token will most likely go to the community or the developer. So they may actually end up selling their tokens for their salaries and other things. But I think that is going to be pretty good because their ecosystem will end up growing. So another thing they do have token burn mechanism planned in the future. So that's going to be pretty interesting. They do not have this one live yet, but I think in the future they will implement that. So this is how they plan to implement. So 50% of all the AIOZ network blockchain transactions will burn 50% of the transaction fee. So that's pretty good. 5% will go to the node. 5% of the node rewards will be burned as well. 5% of the all infrastructure revenues will be burned. So 5% of the all native dApps revenues will be burned. So that's, I think, pretty good, and I think that will most likely bring AIOZ supply by a lot. So that's going to be pretty interesting. But as of now, what you have to understand is that daily we have around 207,000 or 7k supply in the market. Half of it goes to the treasury and half of it goes to the validators and delegators. So theoretically it's not that much sell pressure because there are over 100 validators, and I think there are a lot delegators. So most of them are getting split. So that means potentially it's not that much sell pressure. Still, it is a sell pressure if you count it in the long run. As of now, the supply of AIOZ is around 1.2. I think 1.1 if we look here. But in the future, or by 2030, the supply will be around 1.6 billion. So that is a lot. But I think if they do implement the burn mechanism, it will most likely, at least even if we do see around 50 million or even 100 million token bans, that is a lot, and I think that will most likely end up increasing the demand for their token. So I think overall AIOZ is looking good, but this is a lot of sell pressure, which is actually daily happening. So you have to be careful about that. Anyways, now let's look at the most important section and sum of this video. The video has actually already been 13 minutes, so that is already big. So first of all, I think as of now, let's just try to look at 4-hour chart. So I think we are in the pretty tough downtrend, and I think the best entry for this coin as of now is looking around 34 to 30 cent. If not, I think it will most likely go towards 23 or 19 cents. So these are the best entries. So I think what we are looking at Q3, and we are looking at the token deployment token standard deployment for the ecosystem, and that is when I think the demand for the AIOZ will most likely increase. So even if you are into this coin for a long term, I think this is going to be pretty good one, and you have to stake. If you're not staking, it is better to wait for it to get it somewhere around 13 or 11 cent, because it does have a daily inflation, so you have to be careful. But I think the best entry for this coin is still around 13 to 11 cents. So if you are patient enough, and if the BTC does go down, I think this is going to be the best entry for this coin. And I think this is one of the major AI coin that will most likely gain or pump a lot once we have a new AI, I think, pump. So as of now, if we just look at AI coins, all of them are going down, as you can see, even including NIA, ICP, even FAT is going down, Render is already down 30%, even the graph BitTensor is already down. So everything in AI is going down as of now, so I think it may be better if you wait for the entry around somewhere 20 cent to 19 cent, and after that 13 cent or even 11 cents. So let's just say that if you're able to get entry somewhere around here, I think the coin will most likely end up hitting at least 60 cent or even $1 in the future, because if you just look here, its market cap peaked around, I think, just a second, so its market cap peaked around 1.1 billion. So I think it does have a potential to hit at least 2 or 3 billion in the future. So that means the price will most likely trade above $1.5 or even more than that, but still I think it is worth a wait around 13 or 11 cent. And if you are even more patient and we do see a crypto cold, I think if we do see a crypto winter, I think the best entry should be around 4.9 cent, or even I think this is going to be most likely the biggest bounce back point for this coin, around 13 to 11 cents. So anyway, this was it. I hope you liked the video. I will be back with more. Thanks for watching.